Welcome to the fourth instalment of Ask Maria Anything. We've got a good range of questions, both national and local, so I hope I can answer them. But if I haven't, or if you've got anything else burning you want to ask me, then email me with the title Ask Maria Anything to maria.caulfield.mp at parliament.uk. So I get a lot of questions about the Exceat bridge. It is going to happen, so we are going to have a replacement bridge. It's currently, the plans are in planning at the moment with the South Downs National Park Authority, who are the planning authority for that particular stretch. And we hope that as soon as they give permission, hopefully later this year, beginning of next year, work can start quite quickly. I know that people want temporary traffic lights at the moment because the queues are quite long, and I'm meeting with the County Council next week to see if we can make that happen. So the microchipping of cats is something I have campaigned for in the past when I was the chair of the all-party parliamentary group on cats, and there's a number of reasons why we think it's important. You know, if a cat is injured or tragically killed in a road accident and they're not microchipped, it's very, very hard to trace their owners. Also, if they go lost or missing and they turn up somewhere else, because cats do love to roam. We think it's really important that they're microchipped for the owners, for the welfare of the cats, and the government were quite supportive of this before the last election. So I think the campaign is ramping up to put it on the agenda again, and it's certainly something I could support. So the River Cuckmere is an ongoing issue, but thankfully we have got a resolution only last week when I met with the Environment Agency, the Cuckmere Parish Council and the Water Level Management Board, because the issue is because the Cuckmere hadn't been drained at the river mouth for many years, it would flood in the winter and then go dry in the summer. And so now we've got £95,000 secured for an annual dredge of that river mouth to make sure that the river can flow out to sea and not back up as it has done over the last few years. And we're also working to do what's called demain the river, so hand the river back from the Environment Agency back to the local parish council and the Water Level Management Board, who will generally take over the maintenance of it. So I'm hoping you'll see some improvements fairly soon. So there is an issue if your phone is of a certain age, some of the technology won't work on it. And that's not down to the government, that's down to either Apple, if you've got an iPhone, or Google, or some of the other manufacturers, if you've got an Android phone. And that's because we need the technology in the newer phones to actually make the track and trace app work. Things like Bluetooth, for example, to identify if someone's near you that has the virus and whether you're in a high, low, medium, or risk area. So it isn't a government issue, it's a technology issue. And so unfortunately, it does only work in some of the modern versions. So I absolutely do support this bill. We voted for it already in Parliament. We've got committee stages coming up and third reading, so there'll be further votes on this. And the key part of this bill is, for too long, our armed forces, years after they've served their country, whether it's in Iraq, Afghanistan, Northern Ireland, have had claims made against them for actions they undertook while serving their country. And sometimes these are vexatious claims, so they continually try to take them to court for lawyers with very little evidence of any wrongdoing. So the bill will now restrict and put a time limit on any claims that can be made against our armed forces personnel. And so they can only, if they've done something wrong, absolutely, they'll be taken to court and will have to take whatever punishment is served on them. But for the vast majority who've done nothing wrong, and it's just lawyers trying to make money out of these claims, they will be protected in law. So I will continue to support that bill. So thanks again for all the questions, a good range of questions there, but if there are more burning issues, whether it's local or national, then do contact me, email me with Ask Maria Anything as your title, and you can also put it on Facebook or Twitter, and we will add those to the list as well with the hashtag Ask Maria Anything. But the email, in case you missed it, is maria.caulfield.mp at parliament.uk.